I would like to tell something of general, fundamental about the relation between equality and identity. When Frege begins his essay, the logic speaks about equalities. A equals B, and B equals and A equals A. And he talks about, he writes about the equalities of proposition. Right. But I think it's an error, it's a mistake. Because propositions are not equals. Because equals comes from the mathematical interpretation of language of Frege. And he wanted in this essay to create an interpretation of language that is similar to mathematics, with result, with composition, with an algorithmic idea of language. And you know the consequences of this. So I ask this. It's very useful to distinguish or to use the equalities in the place of identity. And if you employ the equality, why don't we distinguish between equality, identity, and being? Because we can say about proposition A equals B, or A is identical to B, or A is B. The being is something to join this relation. Sorry, my consideration is more general because your paper is very specialistic. So I don't come inside the merit of your paper. It's only a philosophical general consideration about this question. I think that it's philosophically interesting to distinguish between these three relations. And I want to write down if the qualities, Pace, Martin Löf, and the other authors, the quality is the right relation to analyze the relation between propositions. Only this. Okay. Well, now.
Super quick, okay? Thank you. Okay, I like your talk. Thank you very much. Can you hear me? I wonder when you told that essence is something emergence like this, of properties, but essence in history of philosophy is the meaning of a logos, logos veritas ousias. So the essence is a conceptual object in our mind, a noeton, like noeton. So I ask you to precise better what you mean by emergency in this. And also a point about Leibniz. Objects don't have essence because only monads have essences. And your problem is confused also with, not confused, mixed also with the echeitas, the individuation problem. And what means for Socrates to be identical to his essence? Maybe this question is senseless because in what there is required, the identity cannot be between possible objects. The identity is between individuated objects, like Todeti, the determinate thing. Only this. Okay, I will be very brief. So the relation of grounding has been studied by a lot of scholars in last years, like Rodriguez Pereira, or Thompson, or Thomas. And I ask you, do you think that the relation, the asymmetrical relation that grounding shows on, is a reason for deflationism to be a losing program? Because the deflationism is known because for the fact that it is not able to explain the asymmetrical relation, and it is not able to explain the fact that we have an intuition of correspondence. because we, in general, and like men of the street, think that every truth has a fact as correspondence.
Yeah.
Do you think this?
Yeah, but I don't agree in the sense that I think, I worked on this, I think that deflationism, the truth deflationism, can account for so-called truth asymmetry. The intuition, it is true that no is white because no is white, it is not everywhere right. And you can treat this case as a case of a conceptual explanation. You can say, well, the list of stars can be biconditional. Yes, they are biconditional, so they are symmetric, but it provides an implicit definition of truth. In which, and the same is for the grounding case.
Thank you very much for your talk. I'm interested in what Chalmers writes about consciousness and zombies. And do you believe in Chalmers' account of zombies? I mean, the fact that they can do anything a human do without consciousness. This is my curiosity about your account. And if you believe in physicalism, if I understood your point, how can you reconcile your physicalism with the fact, with the account of Chalmers about zombies and the negation of consciousness, like something useful for life?
So actually, I'm not physicalist.
Okay. So I